Just got to Geneva's. What's the preparation that's needed for like a Monday trading? I made a few $1,000 day trading, had an awesome swing. Yeah, we got a nice little hotel here. This is my life. This is the hotel I'm staying at. This area is pretty cute. Go and travel a little bit and then do stuff with your family and then go trade. Just make some money in the next 2 hours, maybe next hour, right? And then I'll get out to sea. We just got to Lake Geneva, so we left, we were in Hofstetten, Switzerland, visiting a student of mine who started her own hedge fund, fantastic trader, Barb Weiss. And she let me stay at her place for a couple weeks. We're old friends now. She was in my mentorship program, so it was an awesome couple weeks. We moved on to get to Lake Geneva to meet some friends, and so it's 11 o'clock, so I got my laptop ready and my old MacBook. I'm gonna try to find a little cafe or something to get my pre-market work in. The big thing is here, like the market opens at 3:30, and you want to just do a little bit of work in the pre-market, but your heavy lifting should be done at night, just in case like you can't get to the computer this early, right? Like I don't have any responsibilities today, but if I was like rushing to the computer at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, that's no good. And so I like to do my homework at night. I think that's really, really important, especially when you're on the road, but even at home, because life gets in the way in the morning. You got a crying kid, you got a busted pipe, whatever, right? Like you've got your boss calling you, whatever it might be. So get your homework done at night. So looking for a little spot right now to just get to work. Now the thing is, like, I'll do my pre-market work in a cafe, grab a little coffee or something like that. But, you don't want to be trading out of the cafes and stuff like that. I really don't recommend that. You don't want to trade on the beach, definitely, but you don't want to be trading too much out of cafes. There's people coming in and out, right? Even if you put your AirPods on or something like that, there's just too much noise in those things. And so you got to be super careful. Like I wouldn't recommend that. Like for me, a 17-inch Dell, I got 2 Dell USB monitors, a couple iPads and stuff like that. Dude, you can't just park all that gear in a cafe. You're going to need plugs, right? You're going to need adapters, all of this kind of shit. I like to work out the cafe for like just an hour, answer my emails, make some calls to my mentorship kids. Then I come back into the hotel and I'll find, or the Airbnb, and just find a spot that I can park where it's not going to be too loud either, right? And then you get to work. I think that's going to be, that's the really important part, right? You don't want to get too crazy with this stuff. Now the question becomes, all right, so it's Monday morning. You just got to Newtown. Pre-market work is done. So what's the preparation that's needed for like a Monday trading? So there's a couple things. So number one, of course, you want to look at the market indices, right? Are we in a bullish trend, bearish trend, neutral case trend? If you're in a bullish trend though, are you in a tired bullish trend? Meaning the market could be at all-time highs, but like maybe breakouts are failing, maybe moving averages are starting to flatten around, maybe some stocks are starting to show some real extensions. If you're, let's say, 5 to 10 days of ATR above your 50-day moving average on like some tech name you're trading or something like that, it's very extended, right? And so you're gonna get a lot of chop and stuff like that. So you wanna sit there and think about, okay, even if the indexes look bullish, what are the individual stocks doing? Are they still fairly close to their base? Are you in a stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4 of the uptrend? Like if the market looks super bullish like it does now, but a lot of stocks are kind of like in their stage 3s and 4s, like they've had already their big breakout, their first pullback, their second pullback, the first flag pattern, the second flag pattern. When you have all of that already go through, you're in a little bit of a tired market. And the reason I want to talk to you guys about that, and kind of I've been thinking about that when I was doing my homework, was that part of my homework is not just getting ready for the market, but reviewing my trades from the previous week. Now you don't got to go too deep after as many decades as I've been in all this. Like you're not nitpicking on every single trade, right? You're looking at them in holistic views, why things are working or not working. And one of the things I noticed was last week, a lot of breakouts failed. Even the ones that I was in. And it takes me usually a couple days to realize that the price action has changed. So there was a couple setups that I was doing, like buying a break of the previous day's high. Been doing that setup for the last couple months. Even the first candle of the day, it had been working. Twice I did that. Last week, I lost $5,000 both times. I hit Soundhound at 1323. It dropped to like 1280 in, I don't even know, 10 seconds. Like I fucking market order it, tell my members. By the time they're buying it, I was getting fucking stopped out. Like it's like the market changed changed a little bit, and that happened a few different times. There was a UMAC on Friday had a really nice PR out, took out the pre-market highs. That first candles, they've been ripping a lot when they do that, these PR plays. And you know, this bad boy spiked like 50 cents and then just completely reversed. And then it trended the rest of the day. But what it didn't do is trend from that first candle, right? And so the structure of the market's changed a little bit, where you gotta maybe go from buying that first candle breakout to like maybe you're doing, you know, like maybe you're doing like the first pullback, right? So something like that will be in cards. This is where the magic fucking happens, all right? So I don't have like a crazy amount of gear. I mean, I do have a crazy amount of gear. The only thing I don't like about today's day is like all the fucking wire. It's like you got fucking all wires. So I just have like this Toomey backpack, right? I got Dell computer, I got Dell monitor, I got Dell monitor. I'm in this like fucking black hole of a conference room. So I'm staying currently I'm staying at like this like bed and breakfast type of place. It's like a small place like on the beach. So I had to cruise to this other hotel. There was only actually one like legitimate hotel in this area because I try to stay at these like small beach towns, you know, that's like my thing. So let me get into my bag of wires. So I'm staying at a small like bed and breakfast place. So, you know, obviously the rooms are like, it's all lakefront views, but the rooms are very tiny. But also like my boy takes a nap in there. Let's get back into this. So, okay, so we're, you know, 45 minutes before the market opens. What I usually do, I get up in front of my group. So I got a trading group, right? It's like, so I have my chat room. And so there's two things. I got a free Discord that's for like all the people that joined the free class, like you guys see the links. So I got two free groups. The free group was a dud. So my guys, Mozo and Ricky made this free group and it was a huge dud, but we still got it. You can come into it. Then the second part is I have my own chat. And so that you pay like 99 bucks a month. I got a free trial. You can come into that. It's awesome. And I trade live in front of everybody all day. And then there's a third part. So I have a mentorship group. So I get on even before everybody else, an hour before the market. I get on with my mentorship group. These are like people I work with one-on-one. These guys are awesome. I work with them literally every week. We talk on the phone, we FaceTime, and then we do a Zoom meeting every week, individually. So I know every single thing about them. So they bring me all their ideas in the morning. So I get on an hour before. They bring me all their ideas in the morning, and then we go through them like one by one, right? So, you know, I have like, you know, all these guys in here, and, you know, they will get their stuff like just ready to go, right? So like, you know, if you go in here, right, like it's just like, you know, we use Slack, and, you know, they'll be posting their ideas in. And so then I'll get on and, you know, I'll hop on my TC 2000 and we'll like dig through these charts together, right? And so on and so forth. So that's actually really rewarding because these guys get really good fast, you know, obviously with the one-on-one help, but also they're working with each other. And I find that to be a little bit less transactional, right? Because like you have that one-on-one relationship. So I get on with them before everybody else, and dude, that's when we, you know, and we'll make some moves and stuff like that. So I'm about to hop on with these guys. I'll record some of this here for you guys too, so you can kind of just see what we're, you know, dealing with. But dude, you know, this is my life, baby, right? Like it's like wake up, do stuff with the family. And that's why you gotta, you know, if you're a trader, like go and travel a little bit and then do stuff with your family and then go trade, right? Go make your money and then get back out and see them. Like, you know, my wife and kid are, you know, at the lake right now, and they're probably just, you know, hossing down on God knows what. And dude, hopefully I'll just make some money in the next 2 hours, maybe next hour, right? And then I'll get out to see them. Oh yeah, all right, let me see what everybody else is doing here. Guys, I always want to be just super mindful that a lot of these, like see like how big the ranges have gotten on these? My preference is you'd stay away from these, but I know that's not possible. Just be mindful of this. These guys have a big ATM out. At some point they're gonna start selling. Let me see when this ATM. So guys, let's talk about this trade on ASTS. So I know you guys are watching in chat right now and you're like, damn, that like worked out clean. Why was that trade so clean versus, you know, other ones? So this is called a red to green trade. I utilize this every day for, I don't even know, 15, 20 years. In a hot market, it's a great trade. If the market is in distribution or a rundown phase and you do this, the red to green spot's actually the short spot. So you wanna be careful. There's 4 market cycles: accumulation, distribution, run up and run down. You wanna specifically do them in run-up cycle only. If you do them in the other cycles, you'll actually lose. But like this is like a really clean trade. So how do you do this? So this is what you want to be doing. So if you notice here, we have a huge run here where you go from 43 to about $48, and then like you open up here at 44.50. So what happens here is like as you break over this dotted line, that's your red to green spot. So what I do is on TC2000, if you right-click this and just this edit chart properties, you can add in yesterday's close line, yesterday's high line, yesterday's low line, show today's open line, right? So you can add in all of these things. So that's like just an easy way. So like I see you got all these dotted lines. This is the high of previous day. This is the close line. This is the opening price. So I add as you break over the close line, stop at the bottom of the candle. Fairly simple setup. It's got to work right away, and then you get all this awesome extension, right? It was about $3 and some change. So nothing crazy, but dude, on a $40 stock, like that's good money, right? This stock is doing millions of shares a day. It's liquid. Dude, if you want to do, you want to get 2,000 shares, 3,000 shares, right? 4,000 shares. Like you can do that. You can do that on this stock. Like, you have that kind of range on it, but also that liquidity. Same thing with RKLB. Like you got really good liquidity on these, so you can get the size. It's important to trade stuff that you just have liquidity on. You want to act, I think, as the type of trader you're going to be. You want to start doing that now, right? Like you don't say like, hey, when I get to this spot, I'm going to trade this way. You need to act as if. And because so say you're just like stuck trading penny stocks and you're doing 100 shares here or there, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to listen to Canal when I get my account to 200 grand or 300 grand. Then when you get there, you're going to be like, holy shit, like I have not practiced this, right? So do that right now. But like I like this kind of setup. I like this kind of stock because it's liquid. You can put size in it, and that's the whole ball game, right? I want to be able to, put my nuts on the kitchen table while speed chopping carrots if I see that setup emerge. So just something to kind of be mindful of to do. But otherwise, dude, it's been a little bit of a slow day. Awesome swing trade on MSTR. We added that 6, sold the last ones at 26. I took a loss on those coin options, 20%. And then, dude, this ASTS paid the bills, man. We had that early entry, and then scaling on along the way to 48. Like, you can't beat that. So just a pretty cool day here. Guys, I do this stuff live, right? So, my resume is in real time. I do my boot camps live, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I teach from A to Z everything you need to know. I do my trading live. I get on Zoom. I do my thing. For the members of our free community, the people that take my free course, right? I get on in the pre-market and I do it live. I walk you through what I'm buying and selling before we get into the trading day. So, if any of this stuff is helping you, let me know. If you want me to make any videos on specific things too, just let me know. All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock, a little bit before noon. Made a few $1,000 day trading. Had an awesome swing in MSTR that did about $3 grand on those lottos. I did sell the first half on Friday, and so we added that at 6, and I sold some at 12, 15, and then the last batch at 26. The cool thing about options trades, guys, so when you add at 6, say you have just 10 contracts, and you hold till 26, right? Your $6,000 will become $26,000. Now, nobody's gonna hold the whole way, right? You can't just depend on home runs, but for example, I added 10 contracts, so nothing crazy. Then I added 10 more. So I had like a little bit over like $11,000 total into the name. I kept the last quarter, right? So just 5 contracts till 26. So nothing crazy. But those last 5 contracts, right? They cost me $3 grand, right? At $6. And I'm selling them, right? 26 times 5 at over 10 grand, right? That's pretty cool. And so that's like where you want to be with this. Like if you're doing options, you don't want to always go for the home run. You sell some for income and then you sell some to build some wealth, right? A little bit of wealth generation. So guys, I'll get the executions and a little trade review going here. Just uploading it right now into the Dropbox. And then, dude, we're going to go and I'm going to meet up with the fam here. They're all swimming right now. So we're going to go have some fun. This is the hotel I'm staying at. This area is pretty cute. So I try to, in general, stay away from the cities because number one, I don't want to get myself in any trouble. But I got my family here, and so like my boy likes to go to parks. He likes to swim, right? So we try to stay. We're on Lake Geneva, but we're far from Geneva. We found this little town. It's called Lutry, but it's fantastic. Like it really is. It's a fantastic place. Just super walkable. Like you have like a little historic downtown and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, we got a nice little hotel here. I usually stay in an Airbnb, but the first couple days, like if I get somewhere, I'm gonna stay for like 2 weeks. I like to stay in a hotel just to get the lay of the land, and then I'll go and get an Airbnb. Hey guys, that's a wrap. If you enjoyed what you saw, or you wanna learn a little bit more about trading, come and check out my 6-day boot camp. I put a link down in the description. It is literally the world's longest running trading course. I teach people from A to Z, everything you need to know about day trading and swing trading stocks. That's why it's 60 days long. I've been doing it since 2008, since I had hair literally like Bradley Cooper. It is a one-stop, one-shot, one-kill type of course, and it's going to get you where you need to go. So guys, click the link below and stay tuned for some more vlogs over here. I'm gonna be out on the road for a while, so I'll keep filming for you guys.